In this video, we're going to be installing the Alpine ILX W670. So this is going to be my second Alpine system that I've ever installed into my truck. My first truck was the Dodge Ram 1500, and I just had some cheap basic Alpine setup. This one's a double din. It has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We're going to be throwing it in the truck and just seeing how it is, because currently the radio I have in there is literally from Temu. I got it from the dealership. Your boy didn't pick it out himself. It was already in the truck. It needs to go. It's terrible. So this is what we're going with. It's had good reviews, and I actually got it on sale. It was like $220, so not bad at all. So let's go ahead and hop in and get it installed. It is about time for an upgrade. Got the Alpine ILX W670. No more cheap generic head unit that makes a bunch of weird noises and glitches out half the time. So we're gonna go ahead and start removing stuff and get ready to install it. All right, first thing we're gonna do, pull this trim back. Pull that out. Also, I'm gonna see if I can fix this broken USB port that was down here. The previous owner left for us. It is. And yes, this is not an impact. This is not an impact socket, but I'll be real gentle with it. I just want to see what in the world had happened. Got some spider webs. Alright, I'm not going to bother unplugging that harness that's holding that in. Mainly just trying to get these out. Maybe not. Actually, yeah, I'll just take it out and put it away. I have to come and do a voiceover real quick. For some reason, the audio quality cut out. But anyway, I pretty much just used the Alpine harness and did a color match to the aftermarket harness that was attached to the truck. And it was pretty cut and dry and easy. Didn't have any issues after that. I just used electrical connectors. Alright, so I was not able to save that USB port. I actually ended up just throwing it up in the dash. So I just broke this off. I got a replacement coming in. It should come in tomorrow, thankfully, for Amazon Prime. But for now, I'm just going to route that USB cable through here just so I can have my Apple Music and whatnot. But yeah, tomorrow I'll clean it up, and I'm going to also add Bluetooth. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, since my GoPro camera died, I ended up getting what I needed from Amazon. Amazon Prime does come in clutch. So this is just going to sit into where the cigarette lighter used to be, and it'll give me power access to the Alpine system that currently has this goofy wire hanging out of it, and it looks really trashy. But you know what? It worked for the night. I got my replacement, so let's go ahead and take this apart. Alright, so I double checked all the connections. I got a little bit of that USB thing installed, but it's kind of awkward since there's like a little edge in the way. So yeah, that's at an awkward angle. It has a little bit of play in it. I actually ended up finding a smaller adapter that came with the cord itself, so it was able to fit in pretty perfectly after that. It stays in place and snug. Alright, so here's what the unit looks like installed at night. So we're just going to go through the settings and see what's all up with it. So this unit does have wired only Apple CarPlay. It does have Bluetooth, but it's not Bluetooth CarPlay. So if you want to use CarPlay, you're gonna have to use the little attachment I installed down here to plug it into the back of the unit. Scrolling through, you got your phone, Bluetooth, radio, Android Auto over here, and you also got backup camera options if you want to set that up. Personally, I don't need it. Your aux, it's got some settings you can go through. Your lighting, so for me, I just went with green, try to match this color, which is not a perfect match, but it's the closest as you can get. But you got blue, red, amber, white, but I'm just gonna stick with the green. You also have just a few different settings for it to automatically dim after a certain time, so it's not as bright when you're trying to drive home after a late night. For volume, you just got a little bit of controls. If you click on this, you can actually get into subwoofer. It has a bass boost option automatically on the head unit. You got mid boost and then sound setup, I guess if you want to do your own thing. Control the subwoofer if you have one installed. The home button. And I'll show you a little bit what Apple CarPlay looks like. Alright, now we're just going to hop over on CarPlay, and it's pretty much just a basic CarPlay user interface. You just got your basics, your now playing, your music, you got your maps and whatnot. But pretty simple and easy to navigate. It's got everything you need. It's actually a lot more helpful than I thought it was having a map. I'm not too sure why there's a Domino's app on there. It's kind of weird. But yeah, you pretty much just got all your basic, Apple CarPlay needs, and it just makes the inside of the truck look so much more newer, especially at night. It just looks so much better.